Hello everyone, welcome to chapter 8, and this chapter actually, for once, went really well. Normally I have a really hard time with this chapter because it's one of my least favourites on a calm run, but I got it done really quick, and everything went really smoothly, and I even came up with a new strategy that I'm probably going to use a couple of times later on, if you get an extra ET on a dead enemy. And one thing I wanted to make sure I said is make sure you pick up the Warhammer in the monastery after chapter 7. After the cutscene, make sure you go back in there and pick up the Warhammer because it's essential on a calm run. And this video will be largely what you saw in if you watch Big Alski's chapter 8 video. It's pretty much the same. There's not a whole lot different, except with me having celerity, I'm able to get an extra ET here and there. So as like I say, there's chain essence from the bats to these fights. Just get your Warhammer UTs, and for that I didn't actually think I was going to kill all 3 of them. So with Warhammer, with its Warhammer's UT mechanics, you can get forward wiring on someone that's actually dead. But you can still get the forward wiring. This guy blocking me all the time here, but still managed to get my UT in the time. Now this is where I was talking about the strategy that I found out. If you can, you do a gleaming blade on them with the UT, and then you can forward wire them and hit them with the windmill shuriken, and you can do an on-landing ET, and you'll be able to get an ET on a dead person. Now this fight's really annoying. It's one of the main reasons why I hate this chapter. But that essence right there is completely random whether it will chain or not. Sometimes only one will chain, and you'll just get an ET. Sometimes both will, sometimes none will. These guys can shoot you or stab you when you do your on-landing, which is why I didn't go for the extra ET in this fight. I might have been able to excuse me now, but I just really couldn't be bothered with it. And again, as I said before, make sure you fill up on your smoke bombs at the start of the chapter. This fight also is another reason why I hate this chapter. This fight is really annoying. Because if you don't get a certain spawn pattern with the enemies in this fight, you cannot make the time limit with getting as many UTs as you need to get. Now it's very important that you don't swap to the smoke bombs while in your item screen, because if you throw a projectile like a smoke bomb or an incendiary shuriken, and then go into the item menu and change your projectiles, it'll cancel out whatever projectile you just used. As in, that incendiary shuriken wouldn't have exploded that turret. Now the reason I moved down here for this second guy is because sometimes he can hang back and just shoot at you, and you won't be able to get your UT on him. But this is another fight where I've employed the windmill shuriken tactic to get an extra ET, but that's not shown here because for some reason I thought you got 10 enemies here, so I missed out on some points, but I went back and got them. And let's say with not many enemies in that and short time, an ET here and there. It really counts. I think I do it about 5 times in this chapter, and that's just, that's 10,000 points just in this chapter alone, so, you really want to make sure you get them. Now, I want to talk about why I use smoke bombs a lot of the time when I, chain a UT, is because, because with Warhammer's UT being, a lot very short range, you've got to get really up on them to actually get the UT to connect. And a lot of the time, they'll stab at you or shoot you or grab you or, any some annoying crap like that. And, the smoke bomb, it stuns them, they're just standing there and you can just UT them with no danger of them grabbing you or anything like that. So it's why I always drop a smoke bomb. And again, this is similar to what I did in chapter 4, but this is just a no-look UT. Just angle the camera so you don't actually look down the stairs, and then pan it round and then get your UT on him. Now again, that's the reason why I dropped the smoke bomb, is so this guy hasn't really got any guard, because sometimes the military guys like to block your attacks, and if you drop the smoke bomb, they don't. I might have been able to get another ET here, like I said, with the forward wire and windmill shuriken, but there's so many things that can go wrong in the first fight. You might be getting yellow essence, your Inferno Nimpo might kill both of them, the rocket launcher guy might not give you a blue, stuff like that. So I just thought, I really can't be bothered with that. In this fight as well, I like to angle it so Ryu's actually looking at where this enemy will be. Because sometimes, you can just attack the wall if you face it, and it just wastes the UT and it wastes time. You just got to reset. And again, use your smoke bombs so you don't get shot or anything like that. And then there it is again, just wind path A, and dead on, I don't know why. And again, you know, take advantage of celerity, you know, the reason I hit him on the floor, I don't have to wait for him to get up to get the whole UT on him. And this is for the centre fight, just go in there and kill that rat. He actually landed right next to me. With the arrow in it. But yeah, kill the rat and come and fight this fight. You can actually get 3 UTs here, just chain this and kill the first guy. And just jump towards the APC and then throw your incendiary shuriken. It should take out the turret. Now I had it on some runs where the rocket launcher guy would come first, and I'd kill him. But you know, it really doesn't matter. You know, you can either get the rocket launcher guy first, or you can get the assault rifle guy. It really doesn't make a difference because you can still get your 3 UTs. Now after this, I'm actually going to save through the red door room after pretty much every single fight in this chapter. You know, I thought this chapter's time limit was quite harsh, but with leaving the 2 monastery encounters till chapter 11, you know, you get quite a lot of time on this. And again, you know, with the smoke bomb, the reason I use the gleaming blade is so I don't kill the rocket launcher guy, so I can get another ET out of this last guy. Again, just forward Y and use his dead body to get more points. And then again, just go and save. And also worth mentioning, if you missed any scarabs in you know, chapters 4 and 5, this is a great place to pick them up. I missed one in chapter 5 to, you know, get me a bit more time, and I picked that up in this chapter. And for this chapter, for this encounter, sorry, you just want to save and reload, and then just the rocket launcher guy that's in the centre, just kill him, you know, to get a blue, and then just chain that essence. And a forward Y, or like the first hit of a UT, whether it's the gleaming blade or just the normal one, you know, it will kill a military guy. You know, they're not going to survive that much dog. And then just fill up my Nimpo, and save again, and come back up and do this one. I actually do this a little bit different to the way I normally did it. I actually did a mock run to figure out how much time I had left. And with doing it another way, I finished with 15 minutes. And, you know, the time limit for this chapter is 18 minutes, so I had a good 3 minutes left. So, you know, I did some things a little bit differently and, you know, got some more points that way. And again, just, you know, use the whole forward Y and UT their body technique. Now with going through there, those scarabs right there, if you've got them all, they'll be your 20th and 21st scarab, but because you only need the 20th scarab to get the Debilero, you know, just get that and get your Debilero, grab the strongbow, and, you know, fill up on whatever you need and come to do this fight, and again, just do a no-look UT. Now again, you know, I think I definitely could have got another ET out of this fight, but, you know, with the first fight being pretty annoying, with your ET can sometimes kill both of them, you know, it's really annoying, and I really don't like it when you have to do, you know, more than a couple of fights in a row and have the last one, you know, you get screwed over, and it's just really annoying. And then just save at that save point, like where you would in chapter 4. And then this is where, you know, it saves me a lot more time, so I've already got my Debilero, and, you know, it's Karma Runner's best friend, you know, one of my favourite weapons in the game. And, you know, its UT is just so versatile, you know, you can use it for pretty much everything. It will be the most weapon I use, you know, the most throughout the rest of the game. Another thing I wanted to talk about real quick is about the bow. When you zoom in, I don't know if anyone else has talked about it in the video, but when you zoom in like fully, and you know you're going to hit your target, like you can zoom back out and just keep shooting them, because like when you're zoomed in fully, moving it, you know, it takes more time than it does to move it when you're not fully zoomed in. And this fight right here is total bullshit. I've no idea if there's any way to get this dude to spawn straight away, or if it's just, you know, luck of the draw, because sometimes he can spawn and the time limit's already started, and, you know, I had one time where it showed up and I only had like 0.8 of a second left to kill him, and, you know, that's just impossible. So, but yeah, there you see, you know, it comes up after I've killed him, and, you know, I make the time limit. That's very important after this, is because Essence is quite hard in this chapter, because I had to upgrade my wooden sword for the 10,000 Essence upgrade. I go through this room here, and this is like the spot where I'll farm all the Essence from our Unlabeled Flawlessness, which I'll just call the UF from now on. And just roll forward and charge a Debilero UT, and you don't have to do anything, you just release it and it'll kill all 3 of them. And I do that once more, and then go back and finish up the chapter. And that's it for it, and the final time is 18 minutes. As you can see, I still finished with a bit of time left, and the total kills is 49. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in chapter 9.